So apparently the ceasefire with Iran is over. I just saw a video of Trump talking about it, and he's not happy. Apparently, the U.S. Commissioned some airstrikes because Iran attacked a vessel. What the heck is going on over there, right? It's just pretty crazy. But oil price went from 68. Now projections are putting it for Brent crude going up over, let me see, over 80. $80. Yeah, it's almost at 80 bucks right now, $79 right here, because it was, apparently driven by a sharp re-escalation of the U.S.-Iran conflict. Man, it's like they calm things down just for the 4th of July, and then now they're just going to ramp that thing back up again. Who knows? Who knows what the heck is going on there? But what does this mean for you? Well, it doesn't. It means that oil prices and gas prices probably aren't coming down to levels that we would prefer anytime soon. It probably means that inflation's still going to run a little hotter as well, because with energy prices high, that impacts the cost of everything. And then there's the other thing, and it is Bitcoin. So I want to talk about Bitcoin here and the Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin was pushing up, it was doing well, it was kind of holding above the 200-week moving average, and now it is right at that level, looking like it might go down. It's at 61.9 here, and I think it was almost 64. And that was a level where it needed to push through and break through at that 64 level and stay above, and it was rejected from there. And so if you're looking at crypto, if you're looking at Bitcoin, we still, let me just try to go look at my chart here. We did not really put any sort of higher highs in for this current trend. And so a lot of people are calling for another leg down for Bitcoin. And with the Iran war escalating, obviously that creates a shakeup in the global markets. And then we have Bitcoin failing to break out above 64 and kind of say, hey, maybe the bottom's in. And then, of course, a lot of people calling for the official bottom to happen sometime in the next, 1 to 3 months, between like August and October of 2026. It looks like we'll be dealing with a leg down. I saw another post, and this was actually, I think, sent out to me a notification on CoinMarketCap or whatnot, but someone talking about there being about $1.4 billion in longs under the current price levels. And so what can happen there is you can have that kind of liquidation cascade. If all that money's sitting there, you might have the market makers in the market be like, all right, we're going to go get it. We're just going to liquidate all those longs, all those people that are doing those leveraged longs, and take the price down, which would take it down, to that $53,000 level. Again, if it breaks that 55 level and goes below that, then we can see some further downside on this. And so that looks like something that could be likely. Not 100% guaranteed, right? Unless we get a bunch of people, stepping in and buying at these levels to prevent that, and then to reignite some of that bullish momentum, positive momentum for the price. Is looking like we could experience another leg down, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for you, especially if you got cash, you got dry powder, like I've been talking about on the sidelines, and you're waiting patiently for the opportunities. The opportunities are coming here for this asset, and hopefully, over the next 3 months, we'll finally find that bottom, or get more confirmation along that, and we'll start seeing some price action moving us up. But just know there's going to be a little turmoil and chaos in the short term there. So just kind of keep an eye out on what's going on in the markets, and be patient. And if you have dry powder, keep that dry powder. Now is not the time to be rushing in. Again, we've been in this downtrend, and the thing with downtrends is, you can DCA in downtrends. It's okay, right? Especially with something like Bitcoin, depending on how much you want. But, the trend is your friend for this. And so knowing that, it just kind of means that other participants aren't rushing out to jump in and buy. So it just means that they'll have a more tendency to continue to go down in that direction until you kind of stabilize and kind of go sideways and enter into this accumulation zone where you're not putting in lower highs and lower lows. And so we're still waiting to see some of that for Bitcoin over the next couple months. So anyways, that's the craziness. So keep an eye out on what's going on, you know, with this Iran stuff. That's going to shake up some things. Hopefully, you know, I know we all want that to just be resolved, right? I wish it was easy as just wanting conflicts like that to not happen and not exist and to end, and then they would end. But we don't live in that type of reality, and so we got to deal with some of this chaos. So stay tuned on what happens with that, and be sharp, be patient out there, and be strategic. So that is it for this video. Catch you in the next one. Peace.